And so to keep children educated, going to school, things like that, you got to make it fun, and they have to feel like they're accomplishing something and not overly criticized for things they just can't or don't want to do. So there's a lot of ways to do that. I've always suggested summer school swim team. That would be a very positive aspect in school. The sports programs are important. Gardening, make that come to life at your school, where their food's coming from, and let them partake, let them help grow it, let them serve it. Sometimes there's family difficulties or mental illness, and instead of, it's called behavioral health for a reason, because your behaviors are not what they need to be successful. Then it can get violent, but also sometimes it's just a tweaking that we need to do. But you don't send them out of school for, they do something. You send them to a room where they can get art therapy, music therapy, in group therapy. Have all the kids in trouble sit together, like Pretty in Pink, and have a guider, have a counselor. Start talking to them. Find out how we can make this better, what they need. A sports degree. If you're just totally obsessed with sports, go ahead and make it a degree in high school. If you need to catch up on your English or math, you can, if you get a degree, or it's better to get a degree. 10 o'clock go times in high school, those high schoolers, they're staying up late. They're growing up. They don't want to come to school. But if you make it at 10, you can open the schools at 8, and if they want to come, the early learners, they can come to the library and do stuff, things like that. But in high school, have a 10 o'clock start time. The swim team can start at 8 and 10. The younger kids can get on the bus at 7:15 and make it to the pool, and then the older kids come at 10. Everyone that I've talked to that's African American in segregated communities, they don't think of it because nobody in their family knows how to swim. But when I explain it, they all say, yeah, we want that. That would be good. It's buoyancy, it's physics, and mathematical equations can improve with music, like inventing music. You need to have not just the band, which is reflective of the military. You need some creative and training too. There has to be a lot of practice, but making sure the kids have instruments. You can make all the money in the world, but if you don't have some extracurricular activities to give to the world, like theater and dance and sports and travel, the isolation is killing us. The isolation of the Native Americans and the isolation of the poor black. And then the Hispanic people, we need to make sure they can read and write. There has to be some extra ability for them to read or write. I guess they're happy just to be the heck out of those countries, and they'll take being dirt poor in America over being, what they're doing in the foreign countries like that with the cartels. So they're like, we don't care. We'll sweep the floors. We'll clean the toilets. Just get us out of South America. And I think we could take out the drug cartels and put in other business. I think we could train these people to do jobs while they're here in America, offer them, and then when they can go back, say in 10, 15, 20 years, and they can go back to their countries, they can take these skills that we've taught them here, and then we can have better commerce and less violence between countries. And how World Preschool fits in is it's a small school, and we have inventive people, creative people that value education, and that each individual child, that individual child has a right of way into the adult world to do something in a job and have a family that they love and not make all the mistakes in the blind and the dark. We need teachers that can say, hey, you're good at that. You want to study that? Let's work on it. It's not really non-schooling because we introduce the subjects. But when that child is developing the best is when they're having fun playtime, whether you're an adult or not. Edison, I'm sure he's playing around making lots of mistakes, and then he happened upon the light bulb. Thank you.